Hey everyone, it's your guy, your man, your person, your individual, your fiend, Daunter from the channel Daunter Collects, a channel that covers all Pokemon-related things. And this is How to Collect in 2025, Episode 4. We actually have some new Pokemon news. So firstly, we'll be talking about that new Pokemon news, and then secondly, we're going to be talking about a couple cards under $5. You know the deal. And if you don't, then what are you doing? This is a series that like everybody loves, like nobody hates it. Yeah. So let's get straight into the Pokemon news. We have one thing to talk about, I guess. It's related to the new Mega set coming out later. And we got a Score Bunny, Raboot, and Cinderace card revealed. So let's just get started with the Score Bunny. Illustrated by SVLT, who is a very, very recent artist, addition to the Pokemon TCG. It's a very cute looking Score Bunny card. I like how there's like some garbage in the background. It looks like, or some fruit or whatever. You know, it's pretty cute. I like it. Next we got Raboot by Narumu Sato. I like how he's kicking his little rock. I think that's like his main character defining trait or whatever. And then, yeah, the background is also quite nice. I like how it kind of goes into an alley and you have like a nice potted plant. And then finally we have the Cinderace by Rend. This card is great. It's so good. I love Rend's artwork. And this like very dynamic shot of Cinderace kicking the fiery soccer ball thing that it has. I don't know what it actually is. It's just fire, right? But it's really cool and it's very nicely detailed, very nicely segmented. And I love Rend's artwork, so I think this card is great. And yeah, that's about it for Pokemon news. There's not really a ton of stuff to talk about with the new set yet, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Now, it's time to talk about cards that are under $5. Time to start out with some cards under $5. I just took a couple random cards that I saw that are under $5 and chose those. So these are from a various number of sets. And we've got, firstly, the Larvesta from Surging Sparks. Now, this card is illustrated by a very recent artist, Whisker. I think this card is very cute. I like how Larvesta is just sleeping in the card. I like how there's like a little pillow underneath it, and you know, you have like the light peeking in. Very dark card, but like the light peeking in. It does add some nice stuff to the card. For $2.36, you really can't get much better than that. It's a very cheap looking card. Not cheap looking, it's just a cheap card that looks good. That's what I was trying to say. Nextly, we've got the Laleep from Stellar Crown. This card, I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards from Stellar Crown, honestly. It's really, really beautiful. It's illustrated by Moriyu, again, another very recent artist, but very, very gorgeous looking illustration rare. I really love like the style of the card. I really love how the Pokemon is inside of its own little aquarium, and the inside of the Laleep themed room. I think that's a really great idea. And I like how the trainer is illustrated as well, or the character or whatever. Sitting around the $3.80 mark. By the way, these prices are from TCG Player. But sitting around the $3.80 mark, this card is a no-brainer steal in my opinion. Talking about another no-brainer steal, we got the Clobopus from Surging Sparks, sitting around that $3.16 mark for its market price. This card is illustrated by USG Man. I think this card is fantastic because I love how like expressive it is. I love how the Pokemon is like beating its way around the entire world trying to find treasure, and it eventually does find its buried treasure, which is showcased in the middle. It showcases a great story. Like, I think that's a fantastic idea for a card, and I think it's executed extremely well. That's all I gotta say about that. For my more vintage style card, I will point towards an older set, being Dragons Exalted from the Black and White era. Now, looking for a card that's not super expensive from this era is extremely difficult, but I think I found one. I actually think I did find one. This is the Ho-Oh EX from Dragons Exalted. This card is an old school black and white style EX card of a legendary Pokemon. What's there not to like? It's illustrated by SK Yoshinobu, who is actually a pretty good 3D illustrator in my opinion. Especially in this like black and white era. I think this card is great, and it's sitting around like that $4.28 mark. I think that's perfect. That's a perfect price. I would totally buy one. Maybe two, maybe three. You know, it's under $5. It's an old school EX. You can't really beat that in these days because everything's so expensive nowadays. But hey, there's still some gold spots in the rough, I suppose. And you just checked in to How to Collect in 2025, Episode 4. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, consider subscribing, and also consider joining the channel membership. channel membership is something that I set up, and it's not really that big of a deal. You don't have to join it, but it's just if you want to support the channel. If you don't want to support the channel, that's totally fine. You're supporting my channel just by watching my videos and supporting the videos themselves, right? But if you really want to go that extra mile, see this channel through to the end, consider, you know, becoming a member if you really believe in this channel. Regardless, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I will catch you in the next time, and see you later, I guess.